All right. Good morning, guys. Today we're going to be going forward from learning target number 41, which was proving parallelograms. We then did learning target number 42, talked about some rhombus, rectangles, squares, and all those characteristics that we did before spring break. And today we're going to be getting into learning target number 43, which deals with other types of quadrilaterals. So we started to fill out a chart similar to this when we were working in class last. We're going to get to this chart later on, okay? But you can see that we have the parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, and the square. And we're going to be doing that a little bit next week. So if you're looking at the notes that you have in front of you, okay, we're going to be looking at other types of quadrilaterals beyond the rectangle, rhombus, and the square, which are the trapezoid, the isosceles trapezoid, and then lastly the kite, and just be looking at some different examples for those various types of quadrilaterals. We are going to get back into the coordinate proofs, so if you turn your page in your note packet, you will see a coordinate proof that you have here. What we're trying to do with this coordinate proof is prove a trapezoid. And to have a trapezoid, we need to know that we have one pair of opposite sides that are parallel. So if we're looking for parallel, okay, I would suggest looking at the slope. Okay, we all know how to find slope. So if we were to take the side of BC and then the other side of AD, and if we could somehow prove those two lines are parallel, then that's one pair of opposite sides parallel. Well, we could do slope by going rise over run. So from C to B, we rise 2, we run back 1, 2, 3. So it'd be 2 over negative 3. And then if we go from D to A, looks like we're going to rise up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we run to the left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we go 4 over negative 6, as you can see, that's going to reduce down to 2 over negative 3. So it would be parallel for the same slope. And then obviously a trapezoid. Going from there, some other characteristics that we could do, we could just get from a trapezoid, we could be looking at this object in your next set of notes, next page of notes. This would be considered a kite. The reason it's a kite, first point here is that we have two pair of consecutive congruent sides. So we know that PQ is congruent to PS. We also know that QR is congruent to SR. So two pair of consecutive congruent sides if it's a kite. Another thing that we know about a kite is that we have one pair of opposite angles congruent. The pair of opposite angles that are congruent are going to be between the two non-congruent consecutive sides. So in this case, we'd have angle Q congruent to angle S. Angle Q congruent to angle S. Okay. And lastly, okay, because this is a kite, we know the diagonals are perpendicular. So if we were to connect P to R, we know that's going to be perpendicular to QS. So some very similar characteristics as some of the other quadrilaterals that we've had. Okay. All right. So I really challenge you to get back into your notes, okay, and look at some of these characteristics that we do have. Okay. The isosceles trapezoid, the regular trapezoid, all these characteristics down here that you'll want to read about. Today, what I'd like you to do, and we'll go over these in our Google chat on Wednesday, but today what I'd like you to do is work through the worksheet in the note packet. So worksheet learning target 43. I'd like you to look at numbers 3 through 15, the odds, and then Wednesday during our Google chat, we can come back through and look at any of these. You do have one coordinate proof, and then we'll go from there. Okay. All right. Well, hey, you guys have a great day. We'll come back together on Wednesday, and we'll see what we can do.